What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Emporium's Flashback Reviews, where we take movies from my past, maybe yours, and break them down. As always, if you like what you see, remember to rate, subscribe, check out the YouTube channel, Facebook, and Twitter. So, we're going to talk about a movie today, a movie that maybe a lot of people haven't seen. It's a kind of like mid-tier comedy from the 80s. It's written by John Hughes, directed by Peter Feynman. It's called Dutch. It stars Ed O'Neill, Ethan Embry, JoBeth Williams, and Christopher McDonald. And it's basically about this guy played by Ed O'Neill's named Dutch, who is basically dating JoBeth Williams' character. And during Thanksgiving, Ethan Embry, who's the son of JoBeth Williams' character, is supposed to go live with his father, who's played by Christopher McDonald. Well, Christopher McDonald, being the slime sleazeball that he is like, well, I have to go overseas for a trip to take care of some business. So therefore, the kid is like, "Oh, I'm not coming home," and JoBeth Williams is too afraid to have her son come home. So what is it? What happens? Ed O'Neill's character Dutch is like, "I'm gonna go to Georgia. I'm gonna go get your son back. I'm gonna bring him here." It's like, okay. So Ed O'Neill travels to Georgia to this really posh, nice academy, and goes there to recover Ethan Embry's character. Well, Ethan Embry is a nasty human being. He's vicious. He's angry. But underlining the fact that the kid is miserable, he's unhappy, he doesn't think his family cares about him, and it's caused this like nut of a like a onion, like in Shrek, where the kid just he just has some anger issues and just has this just not wanting to care about anybody. And it takes this road trip with Ed O'Neill and Ethan Embry for this kid to eventually soften. But at first, with any John Hughes road trip movies, you have to have hijinks, you have to have craziness, you have to have humor, you have to all this stuff to go wrong before the kid will realize that maybe he's better off not being with his dad, but being with his mom. And this movie has it all. It has the kid crashing the car into a truck. It has, the kid punching and shooting him with a BB gun, the Ed O'Neill character. And it also has them getting robbed. And it has, them traveling in crazy ways and the kid getting his shoe stolen by a couple of like low life individuals. And it's pretty similar to like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles because you have two characters on opposite ends of the spectrum. One's a working class citizen, one's a snooty prep boy. And throughout the movie, Ethan Embry realizes that Ed O'Neill has a lot of wisdom behind what he's saying because he's like, not everybody needs money to be happy. But they do it in such a funny way. They do it in just his sarcasm and it's almost like his Al Bundy from Married with Children a little bit, where he's just like, I don't really care what you think you are. You're going to do it my way, or I'm going to leave you on the side of the road. There's a scene where, Ethan Embry jumps out of the car, throws a bunch of stuff at Ed O'Neill's car, and Ed O'Neill basically drives off and leaves him to walk to the motel. And then throughout the movie, after they get robbed by the hookers, he basically gives up. He's like, "You call your mom, you tell her you want to call home, I give up." And Ethan Embry finally realizes that he needs Ed O'Neill's character to. He's basically realizes that this character really wants to be a father figure. He really wants to be there for that kid because he knows what kind of a shitty human being Christopher McDonald's character is, and he loves his mother and he will do anything for her, but he just doesn't want to deal with it anymore. He's tired of it, and that's this movie's charm. It's not the greatest movie in the world. It has a lot of issues. I don't understand why he would go this far to get this kid home, but sometimes you will go above and beyond for the people you really care about. He cares about his mom, JoBeth Williams' character. He's doing what he can, but this movie has a lot of heart. It has a lot of feeling to it. It knows how to play off your emotions, and it really comes to a head. They finally are close to Chicago, and they end up in this home or shelter where they get to eat and where they get to stay for the night. And they meet this family, with their kid. The kid's trying to like eat the piece of bread because Ethan Embry's character has this like weird setup, posh setup at a shelter for his food and stuff like that. The little kid just wants the piece of bread, and he's like, "No, Dom, that's my bread." But then he changes his mind. He gives the bread to the kid, And Ed O'Neill realizes that this kid is changing for the better. And then there's a scene at night where the mother of this kid is talking to him. She's like, "You miss your mother, don't you?" And then Ethan Embry's like, "Yes." She's like, "You want to be with her on Thanksgiving?" And then she goes on. He's like, "Yes." And then she goes into a whole thing about how families are families, and how it basically comes down to you got to be there for your family, and you got to understand that your family is there for you, and missing your family and stuff like that. It's a really powerful message, and it's really nice to see that the people that don't have a lot, the people that have a lot of kids that don't have a lot of stuff, don't have a lot for them, are the ones that understand that your family is more important than stuff on a wall or stuff in a house or items that you treasure, like a TV or this video camera I'm recording on. And it's really special. And there's a really nice scene at the very end when we drive Ed O'Neill and Ethan Embry's character home, and Ed O'Neill is like, "On Monday, call me and I'll get you guys, try and find a job for you." And it's just a really nice thing to see, and it really shows that Ed O'Neill really cares about people, even though he has a weird way of going around it. And Ethan Embry sees that. He realizes that things like this are less important than your family and the people that work hard to make you have the living that you have. And that's the whole message behind this movie. You got to be there for your family, and you got to understand that not everything revolves around you. People struggle and people work hard for what they do. And maybe you don't work hard, but you got to understand that people do work hard. And it's a, for a movie that's bonkers like it is a pretty powerful message. And it pays off at the very end. Ethan Embry is called his dad's apartment or house or whatever. He finds out he's actually still in the States, in Chicago. And it plays off really nice at the end when he's like, "I'm staying home with my mom." And he's like, "Okay, you're out in a month." And Ed O'Neill goes out there and he pops him with the little ring he has on his finger. And Christopher McDonald gets his just desserts because he's a terrible human being. He's a guy that cares nothing about his family, and he pays a price for it. And it's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny thing. But like I said, this movie's not perfect. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but I love it. I enjoy it. It's one of those movies that's perfect for Thanksgiving, perfect for the holidays, because it shows a lot of just substance and reality to a situation that could be pretty awful, I guess, in the most schemes of the world. So, but there you go. That's my take on Dutch. Thank you as always for watching. If you like what you see, remember to rate, subscribe, check out the YouTube channel, Facebook, and Twitter. Email nlapola1138@gmail.com. So it is a couple days before Thanksgiving, so I will have a video on Thanksgiving, so enjoy that. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.